Hey, what's going on? Have you ever felt like you're a fan of something, but you're a fan of it the wrong way? And I know that sounds weird, but let me explain. Do you ever feel like you enjoy a franchise or a famous character or like series of something, but you like the wrong era or the wrong actors, or like it's just you're like in the minority of the fan base, and like that is so annoying to me. I feel like that's like everything I like. Everything I like it the wrong way according to everyone else who likes those things. I'm a big fan of Sonic. I love Sonic. Sonic, the story, the characters, the music, the games. But I grew up in the later years of what was called like the Dark Ages, I guess. So growing up, I grew up with like the GameCube and then 360 games, and I like the second generation of voice actors in the Sonic series. In the Sonic series, there's three generations of voice actors in the games, anyways. There's more in the shows, but in the games themselves, there's three generations of voice actors. So there was the Dreamcast voices. That was the original guys. They were in Sonic Adventure 1, Sonic Adventure 2, and Sonic Heroes. But from Shadow the Hedgehog all the way to Sonic Unleashed, which was the majority of the games that I grew up with, were voiced by the Sonic X cast, which was a TV show. There was a Sonic X TV show, and all the voice actors from that show started voice acting in the games. From Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic 06, a bunch of the side games, Sonic Riders, Sonic and the Black Knight, Sonic and the Secret Rings. So, I mean, that generation, that was my favorite voice actor for both Sonic and Shadow. And the guy's name was Jason Griffith. He did an amazing job. He only got better throughout. Like, in Sonic Unleashed, his final performance was the best. Alright? Seriously. Could not get better than that.
Sonic! I'm sorry. Really, look, go easy on me. I'll turn over a new leaf, I swear. Just give me a chance.
Well, this is new. Showing remorse, Eggman? If you played nice, I wouldn't have to break all your toys.
Gotcha.
What?
But yeah, one cool thing about Jason Griffith is that I'm going to see him this year, 2024, at the Southeast Game Exchange in Greenville, South Carolina. I'm going to hopefully get him to sign my copy of Shadow the Hedgehog. I was going to get him to sign the inside of the case to not obscure the art, for the collection, but it would still be cool to have his signature. And I was even going to get his signature for not just me, but also a buddy of mine who also loves that generation. But every other Sonic fan hates him, alright? The adventure voices were better, or you have the new fans who like the third generation of the voice actors, which was from Sonic Colors to now, like to still going. And I like the guy, Roger Craig Smith, who currently voices Sonic. I like him, but not as Sonic. He did a good job as Sonic in Sonic Boom, but that was his best like Sonic work. But I really like him in his other stuff. He did Batman and Arkham Origins, if you like that game, and he did a cool, amazing job in that. And then he also played a bunch of characters in Regular Show, which is my favorite animated show of all time. He played like Thomas and a bunch of the side characters and stuff. I really do like that guy, but as Sonic, he's not my favorite Sonic. Jason Griffith is my main Sonic. But it's not just Sonic I had this problem with. Transformers. If you're a Transformers fan, you either like G1 and Beast Wars, like you're hardcore into the 80s and early 90s series, like that's the only Transformers, like everything else sucks, like that's the best continuity. Or you're in like the Michael Bay, like live action Bumblebee Rise of the Beast era fan, you know what I mean? Like you want like more Sam Witwicky and whoever that chick is from Bumblebee, you know what I mean? Me, I grew up like sort of during. I did grow up in the Michael Bay era, but I didn't watch those movies and like care about them like I cared about Transformers Prime. That is the best Transformers show, and you cannot say otherwise. Like everybody, I've seen some reviews on it that say it sucks and that it's boring or whatever. I think it's the best. I think it has the best lore as far as why the Transformers are fighting the Civil War. Everything that happened on Cybertron, who Megatron was, who Optimus Prime was. The fight scenes are really fucking cool. Like, come on, you can't tell me like that fight at the end of season 1 where Megatron and Optimus are fighting in the space bridge, and the space bridge starts blowing up, and it's like, dude, come on, that was badass. Like. And then also there were other cool moments in the show where like there's like the backstabbing Starscream. Starscream was like one of the best parts of Transformers Prime. Transformers Prime was just the best Transformers show. Like even better than the original. In fact, I would say G1 fucking kind of sucks if you think about it. Season 1 and 2 are like pretty lame. I mean, it's just your same. I mean, I look, I don't want to get too ahead of myself, I don't want to piss anybody off. Look, I understand everybody loves G1. I don't think it's that great. I think it's boring, and it's not its fault. It's a commercial. It's the Saturday morning 80s cartoon scene, That's all the episodes have to end sort of the same way. I understand. But it was sort of hard to follow. Every episode had to introduce a new character because they were selling toys, and I didn't really care about combiners. There's some combiners I like, because Transformers Devastation is my favorite Transformers game, so clearly I like some combiners, but I feel like G1 just gets a little too complicated and a little too weird. That's why I think Prime was the best reboot, because it was like a G1 reboot. Like, it made everything make sense as far as the Cybertronian politics, and like the fights were cooler. There are actual deaths in the show. Of course, no one important like Optimus Prime and Bumblebee and Megatron didn't die, but like some other characters did die. Honestly, the thing that holds Prime back would be the human characters. But all the Transformers fans are either G1 and Beast Wars all the way, or you have the other side of the spectrum where it's all Michael Bay and Rise of the Beasts. So it's like, well, but I'm neither. You know what I mean? Because there is one small little faction where everybody likes Transformers Animated, but I fucking hate Transformers Animated. The art style is so appalling. But that does lead me on to my next point. Ben 10 is another series that I feel like all the other fans hate me, because my favorite Ben 10 series is Ultimate Alien. I fucking love Ultimate Alien. Well, Alien Force and Ultimate Alien kind of jumbled together. Like, it's almost one long show. So Alien Force, Ultimate Alien are the ones that I like, but most people either like Classic or Omniverse. Alright, like, I have a friend who loves basically just Classic, and everything else isn't even canon. And then I got a buddy, Diaz, who, he's on my gaming channel all the time. He loves Omniverse. I can't stand Omniverse. There were some good parts in Omniverse. There was like a multiverse event that they did was really good in Omniverse. That was the only thing in Omniverse I really cared about, though, because the art style was garbage. But also the storytelling was just kind of weird, I think. Like, I don't know, it got a little goofy. And I know, like, later Alien Force got kind of goofy as well. But earlier Alien Force, ooh, that was a bomb. And then Ultimate Alien got better as well, so I'm like a mid-era Ben 10 fan, but everybody else is either one way or the other. Have you ever played Mario Kart? Because Mario Kart is another one where I have that problem. Most people, if you're a Mario Kart fan, you're going to like Mario Kart 8, which is the newest one, because it's the newest one, has all the cool gimmicks like the anti-gravity and the underwater and stuff. Well, you're a classicist, you know, you want like Mario Kart 64 is the best, or Double Dash is the best if you're weird like that. I like Double Dash a lot, but it's not my favorite. My favorite, and I know this is going to sound weird, my favorite, Mario Kart DS. Mario Kart DS is the best Mario Kart game because it has no gimmicks. It is the most Mario Kart you could get out of a Mario Kart game. That's not just Mario Kart 64. Like, it's a better Mario Kart 64. I know a lot of you are going to blow your lid hearing that. I understand Mario Kart 64 is the god of Mario Kart. Like, that's the one that started everything as far as, you know, like the 3D Mario Karts and all that. But I don't give a shit. Mario Kart DS did it better. Mario Kart DS was the first to introduce retro tracks. It had the mission mode, which was never replicated in any other Mario Kart game. And the mission mode is the funnest shit possible. Of course, you have your classic time trials and ghost races. It had AI in the battle mode, so if you were by yourself, you can play battle mode with AI. And then, of course, the classic local play where only one guy had to actually have the Mario Kart cartridge. Everybody else could play as Shy Guys. But if you did have the cartridge, you could still play, but now you could actually choose your fucking character. It's great. And man, that was fun as hell. You blow into the mic for the balloon. I don't know, that shit was awesome. But yeah, Mario Kart DS is the best Mario Kart game, but most people, you know, won't think about it like that because it's a handheld game. But I mean, hey, when I had the 3DS, Mario Kart DS and then Mario Kart 7, that was my shit, dude. I like Mario Kart 7, but it's sort of like a watered down Mario Kart 8, so I wouldn't even worry about that one. And I'm going to leave it off with one more series, Grand Theft Auto. My two favorite Grand Theft Auto games are Grand Theft Auto 5, the newest one, which a lot of people like that one, and then Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories. That one is amazing. Everybody overlooks Vice City Stories because most people's favorite Grand Theft Auto games are either Vice City, San Andreas, or 4. Mine are Vice City Stories and 5. Now, a lot of people say 5 is worse than 4 because the car physics suck, which I cannot stand GTA 4 car physics, so I don't know why people like those. But the best part about 5 is the story, in my opinion. I love the story between the 3 protagonists, and, you know, Trevor's like, he's the crazy maniac, but he's actually a funny guy, like, you know, then Franklin's the middleman who has to deal with the bullshit on both sides because Michael's screaming about one thing and Trevor's screaming about the other thing. And man, I don't know. I love the story. It's not as dark and gritty and cool, I guess, as 4, and it's not as like gangsta as San Andreas, and it's not as like action packed and like 80s as Vice City, but it's still really good. It's a cool story if you ask me. Like, honestly, it seems like it's structured like an AMC show, like if it was like a Breaking Bad type show. That would have been awesome. And Vice City Stories is cool just because it's a better Vice City. I mean, it's everything Vice City had, the awesome 80s music, the awesome, you know, environments, and, you know, like, aesthetic, I guess. And so it had the same map, but with some improvements. So improvements are already better. The story is better, in my opinion, because you actually have a sympathetic character. The character isn't just a mobster who wants to make money. He actually is making money for his sick, dying brother. So he is a more sympathetic character who's not committing crime just because he's an asshole. That's a good start. And then, you know, you have the return of Lance from Vice City. He was always a favorite character. People like to see their favorite returning characters. Him and a bunch of other guys, like the guy who says cojones a lot, he comes back in the Vice City Stories. I forgot his name. Danny Trejo played him. I don't know. Vice City Stories is badass, dude. And that's all I'm really going to say about this one. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day and a fantastic life.